KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is Urban Suite D Major, Cheryl Meadowee. And as stated before, we've got true SA hip hop history in the building today. Happy to have Era once again. How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good.
The return of Louie Dollars. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Good to see everybody.
Our friend Cien. How are you?
I'm here, man.
And we're waiting for Rick Rue to make his way in, but we're also joined by our friend Diggin. How are you?
Pretty good. How y'all doing? How's everybody?
Doing good. Gentlemen, welcome. We appreciate y'all coming back. You've been the first time being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm looking at Cien right now, going through a lot of artwork that you've been working on. What you got there?
This is all just stuff that we would use mostly for promo stuff when we were doing podcast shows.
Oh, yeah.
So it's different artwork that would be contributed by most of the crews.
No, stay right there. You're good.
Stuff like the tag form of it, podcasts. I think
2002.
that was Super.
Yeah.
This was another individual.
I remember that one. I remember seeing that.
This was my boy Flea. We used to call him Biggs.
Oh, that's sweet.
This is Duo. No, it's Super. It's Super 2002. This is like one of the original templates that I would sit at Kinko's when I would sit there like overnight and just basically work on making flyers. This is the old school stuff before we actually started linking up with companies that would do all the work.
Yeah. That was a dope show. I remember that
let me
one.
see it.
That was Quell, Off-White.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Typical
yeah.
Cats.
It was a learning experience. We basically, I just knew that I wanted to bring them down. Didn't wait for any kind of tour coming through. I was just like, what are you guys doing? And they were like, it's gonna cost like this much. And I was like, whatever, dude. I think I put like somewhere between $3,000 or $4,000 into that event. I didn't want to pay it back. I was just like, I just wanted to make sure that we get to the point where we were able to make those kinds of connections and establish what we did establish with that, Galapagos.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember talking to Quell, and that was the first time they had ever really left Chicago. Like somebody brought them out.
I basically just started to dig into what was left after Napster type of a thing, and at the time I was digging for just music. So I always check up with like Molman, stuff that they were doing, because I loved catching up with a lot of those cats. Back when I was still in Chicago, we'd go up to Uptown and Ground Phone Records. You always catch them cats there. It was just like, wow, it's kind of like meeting like old school graffiti writers, except they were producers mostly, rappers sometimes. It was pretty dope. But I'd never heard about Typical Cats at that point. When I snapped and I ended up catching stuff that Quell had out with Molman, and that's where I linked everybody up. I was like,
Okay. Man. I still remember the show, God, what year was that? 2008 or 9? A friend of mine just got married. I'm still in my tux. and like, okay, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I got a show to get to. I did not change. I went straight to the show with the tux on. And Quell still remember that from that day forward.
oh wow. Yeah, was that the one that, if it was the first one, no, it couldn't have been.
Oh, no, it wasn't the first one.
2008 was probably like maybe Rev Room?
Yeah, that might it was Clark Kemp's 7, the All City.
Oh my God,
It was that one. I think it was
that was a nightmare. 7 different
locations all over the
city.
city.
It was basically 7 different Clark Camps happening all at once.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, because we had stuff all day, and at night it was really.
Immediately after that show, I was like, we're never gonna do this again, ever.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was a great idea on paper and the whole concept. I'm probably the reason that.
But yeah, you're driving from here to there, and
I was like, we can do it.
Very ambitious and like this. That's dope.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Even when it came to us not finding a wall space, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we could get parking lot and just get a bunch of trailer backs and you know, do a show like that if we have to.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? But it never got to that. Never.
Man.
We always manage to find some kind of home, or we just choose not to do anything that year. Because we would have to have at least 6 months to gear up towards making an effort of really pushing whatever show we're going to push.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that, then it wasn't going to happen.
I mean, an event like that, it takes planning and,
Yeah.
and coordination and everything. So
It was kind of nightmarish. Like, I remember the stress levels for the first few shows to the point where I finally just went, all right, Scooby, you got this, right? I'm like, go kick back over here. You know, if you need me, I'm gonna, just don't put me at the door. Don't put me at the door because we'll lose everything.
man, so how you guys been doing lately around here? Just hanging?
I'm just realizing that Fiesta passed this time. I was like, oh, okay.
I kind of avoided all that.
Yeah, I tried my best.
Oh, Fiesta? No.
Yeah, I didn't really do I didn't do the Fiesta
I
thing.
really do hate traffic.
But yeah, I'm still trying to work on a few things here and there, but you know, it's coming together slowly but surely just because I got to get more organized and you know, I'm still going through tons of stuff that I need to pull out and do all this preparation, I guess, for. And I've been talking to Diggin about doing stuff, and we've been kicking some stuff back and forth, but we haven't really sat down and like, you know, put things into perspective or locked on anything. But we've been talking, right?
Right,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, because he's real old school. He was in the scene, what, years ago, right? Like in the 80s?
Yeah, I started like 1985.
85.
Wow.
I dropped a single called Demonic Child. And my managers actually were in radio, television, and film, KSYM.
Really?
Mikey Jam, T-Rock,
Okay.
K-Rock. And they were my managers, so every show that the college brought, I opened up for it. My single, I dropped in 85, and out through high school, I worked on a project, ended up dropping it in 89.
Oh, man.
The biggest show I think I've done since when starting was Cypress Hill came to town, and I opened up for Cypress Hill.
What year was that?
That was like 92, right?
Maybe like my album just dropped. Well, it went out. It was a cassette. It just dropped, and
It was fresh on the scene.
Yeah, they were brand new. It was
They
their
were
first
brand
time,
new. They were on
first
a
time in the
promotional
city.
tour.
Yeah.
And I went on a 15-day tour with them.
Oh,
Same clothes, didn't get paid. You know, got super high, but just learning, just kind of listening. Then came back, and I think the biggest, like, if I could put out a book, the biggest story that I would say is on a Saturday I was going to work and I was catching the bus downtown to come out to Broadway, and somebody asked for directions. And at that time I had a big boom box. I was playing beats that I just made the night before. And I said, yeah, I'll take you. Radisson Hotel. Didn't look at the person. Just went and walked like 4 blocks. And I says, yeah, it's right here. And he said, hey, can you come up to the room? I want somebody to hear what you're playing. I was like, and then I looked up at him, and it was Big Daddy Kane.
Oh.
And so I went in, and I'm probably like 17, maybe 16. I don't know. It was 87 or 88, one of those years. And all I was thinking was, I hope my tape don't break. I hope my tape don't break. So I had this big boom box. It's the Sonic 3 cassette boom box with graffiti on it. And then we went in, and the door opened. He was in front of me, and when he went in, everybody in the room, Kane, whoa, jumping up exciting. But when he got out the way, it was Stetsasonic, it was MC Hammer, and like Stetsasonic, you talk about Prince Paul at 17, Bobby Simmons at 16, Daddy-O, Fuquan, like all them cats.
Wow.
So I played the beat, and I ended up using Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the original sound, to an 808 drum machine.
Yeah.
And the hook was layered with Key Sweat.
Oh.
And I played it like 3 or 4 times, and all I heard Kane was saying, like, man, that's a new style. And it was like R&B, hip-hop-ish, talking about the ladies. So I know I influenced a lot of heads there, just being from San Antonio, playing something original. But from that, I was mentored from Daddy-O. from like 87, 88 currently. Like he's been a mentor of mine. Business. I learned a lot how to mix. I learned how to do a lot of production. Learned how to conduct myself, you know, when it comes to business. And but yeah, that was earlier on. But since then, I've done a lot. I'm still active.
Man.
I got a new project with Mad One and Blazy Green coming out in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Just finished some Live Ola. I did Live Ola like 10 years ago, like 4 or 5 songs.
Okay. Yeah, we got some things to talk about.
And,
for sure.
I produced Bun B, Devin the Dude,
Yeah.
Scarface, Born Twice. Like during high school, I was signed to PKO. I used to rap back then and make beats, but I was a rapper. And freestyling through high school when it wasn't even freestyling. Nobody had cameras or nothing. I wish they did. It'd be something to look at, but just the whole hip hop bug. But
There's no internet yet.
I got on Yo Records. I did production for like Born Twice, a lot of Houston rappers, and just learning. I have stories. I've been blessed when it comes to hip hop. You know, it's the culture. It was a hobby. It was something. The bug bit me. Nobody taught me how to do stuff. There was no internet. Nobody in my neighborhood. We're the only Mexican family in an all-white neighborhood back in the 70s.
Yeah.
But I grew up on the east side, learning and gaining skills and knowledge, and yeah, you know, it's been a joyful ride. Still going. Still, your favorite rappers are my best friends by government name.
Yeah.
So it's I don't want to be blabbery, but
That's dope. No, we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna get into some music, but yeah, we still got some discussions.
word, okay, sure.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. Coming up in this block of music, yeah, gotta get into some music from Hated Family, plus a track from Era. But right now, from the album Bumps, this is 7-1 featuring Mike Dagger. This is Give You Something. Do not go anywhere. More coming up. This is Urban Sweet, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.